There's only one time Rey fights hand to hand in the movie other than the concluding lightsaber duel, and that's when she fights these two dudes in the junkyard. And if I were being nitpicky here, I'd say it's technically not really hand to hand combat because she's armed with a big metal staff. She never fights unarmed in the movie. She's always got a blaster, a staff, or a lightsaber. And have you seen videos of Daisy Ridley's workouts? Now, I have. Purely for research purposes, you understand. And she's hardly a weak person. I mean, I'm over 200 pounds, and I wouldn't want her hitting me in the head with a big metal pole. And let's think about these guys. Like, who are these guys? They're wearing hoods and masks. We don't even know what species they are. We don't even know if they're men, actually. They could be anything under there for all we know. And they're unarmed. And I think Stefan missed this, but this scene is played as a joke. Finn sees Rey under attack and runs over to help, and halfway there he realises he doesn't have to. Now this scene is giving some information to the audience, you know, Rey knows how to fight with a staff, but there's also some comedy in Finn's unnecessary dash to help. And Finn's surprise that he doesn't need to help out only works as a joke if the audience has an understanding that it is a rare thing for women to be able to defend themselves in the way that Rey can. Anyway, next up, Rey is fantastic at flying spaceships and fixing the Falcon.
Rey, on the other hand, has spent her youth picking up garbage, Wall-E style, but is able to pull off the most ridiculous aerial maneuvers on an unfamiliar spaceship, outflying professional pilots trained from childhood.
So, Rey is apparently fantastic at flying various spaceships. Now, the only spaceship that Rey flies on screen, if we don't count this little speeder thing, is the Falcon. Now, first off, Stefan says that Rey has never flown a spaceship before.
So you see, boys trained from birth to fight are terrible at fighting. But girls who've never flown a spaceship are immediate experts who can outfly relentlessly trained pilots.
But this is directly contradicted by a line of dialogue in the movie.
Not shooting. Flying. How did you do that?
I don't know.
No
I've
one
flown some
trained
ships, but I've never left the planet.
So Rey has flown ships before, and Stefan says that the Millennium Falcon is an unfamiliar spaceship for Rey. But I don't know why, because she seems to know a lot about it.
What about that ship?
That one's garbage. Gunner position is down there. This ship hasn't flown in years.
Who had it? You came?
I stole it. From Uncouplat. He stole it from the Irving boys who stole it from Duquesne.
Some moof milker put a compressor on the ignition line.
Uncouplat did. I thought it was a mistake too. Puts too much stress on the hyperdrive.
You see, Rey works for this guy, who she was left with as a child. And he owns the Millennium Falcon, and that's how she knows about it. Now, Stefan goes on to be annoyed about how Rey knows how to fix a problem with the Falcon when Han didn't.
When standing with Han Solo at the controls of the Millennium Falcon, Rey fixes a problem that Han Solo cannot even identify. She also goes below deck